Toot toot. Hello and welcome to the stream. Finally, I'm gonna send a quick message in the Discord announcements channel. Sorry that I couldn't give a more precise start time ahead of time. Long story. Just take my word for it. I couldn't do it. But hello, nerd. Thank you, mate, once again for your help today. Connor, how you doing, mate? Welcome. ASR. Hello and welcome. How are you doing today? Ludwigsbahn. I spelled it wrong initially, and then I caught it quickly. Have you seen the TSG route news? Like the new screenshots and stuff. Yeah. I've seen the little video as well. Well, I put it on the. I replied to it on the Discord. Yeah. I haven't seen anything like on the forum or like from anything Dovetail, like their website or whatever. I just saw what was forwarded to our Discord server, and yeah, it looks kind of cool. Ludwigsbahn, Mannheim to Kaiserslautern. Rock up to the rolling hills of Rhineland-Palatinate and embark on a varied passenger service along the... Oh, I cannot pronounce that. Ludwigsbahn in trace number 5 from local S-Bahn to meandering ICE traffic. Enjoy a different pace on the road between Kaiserslautern and the busy hub of Mannheim. Now, not really a surprise to anyone, but there are a few mods out already, and I've gotten them. One of them being sounds for the ICE, one of them being the route maps that are on the stations because they were abysmal. Some camera positions. That's all I can remember at the top of my head. And I've got the new updated God mode as well, so hopefully we're not going to need that. But yeah, who knows. Anyway, Mastering Mannheim, that is the name of the journey mode. Glad that you're doing good, Connor. I'm doing good as well, thank you, mate. I haven't tried Southwestern Railway, no, because it doesn't exist, unfortunately, yet on TSW. The TSG route is the second one that costs... Oh, that was officially $39.99, and I saw you type that, but I didn't notice the price. Okay. I look at all these training scenarios. Jesus, I'm not gonna bore you guys with them. I'll do that in my own time. I'm not gonna do any scenarios as well. I'm just gonna try and familiarize myself with the routes, and then we'll do I'll do scenarios for like YouTube vids. So Mannheim in winter, yeah, Mannheim in winter. Starting off with snow. I just want to see the route for what it is. Right, we're doing an S3 service. How do you feel about it, ASO? How do you guys feel about another $39.99 product, this time being a TSG complete route? As we start this service, it's only 14 minutes long, as these are quite short other than obviously this one. We might actually get through these four today. All of them. Right, do I just have some shifter stats to Mannheim? Actually, you know what? No, let's do the let's do a little route intro. Let's do a route intro. I want to do a route intro. How do I do that? What are the route intros these days? Ah, this one. Let's see what's in store while sailing the high seas. I haven't bought this one, and the TSG one. TSG one, I probably will. I think that'll probably be worth it getting it on like ASAP. We'll see, ASR. At the end of the day, it's not a Dovetail project. It's TSG. But when Dovetail start doing it, that's when I will start worrying a little bit. I think TSG can do that. I'm not going to lie. I think they're allowed to.
Follow the markers to board your train before departure.
Right, nerds. Let's see how we do, eh? Performance-wise, mate. Just 4K maxed out. Ultra. Aside from sky quality, like I said before, and 90% screen percentage. Right, well, I'm doing the route introduction.
Sit down in any available seat.
I actually want to be introduced to the route and kind of know what I'm dealing with, and then we'll just do some journey mode runs.
The area's first station opened in 1840 before being relocated in the 1860s, with further station developments in the 1870s.
See what you can break. I don't think it would take long. No, God forbid.
In
There will be nothing broken.
1867, a two-track bridge was opened over the Rhine, replacing the Ludwigshafen Mannheim ferry.
Oh yeah, the font for that board bistro on the ICE is also modded because apparently it wasn't the correct font.
At the start of the 20th century, the station underwent many significant developments, such as expanding the main station building and constructing additional platforms. Around 20 years later, the face of the reception building was moved 10 meters forward, doubling the floor space. In the 1950s, the station building was under consideration to be moved. However, the station stayed where it was. Instead, the tracks were raised and the station was expanded to 12 platforms. By the 1980s, 30,000 passengers used the station daily and around 700 trains stopped there.
I'll tell you why my colors look improved. I talk about my camera. Nerd. If you're talking about my camera, I'll tell you why they're improved, why they've been improved.
Station of the year in 2005.
The incredibly slow delivery of information, and then the information itself ends up being very boring, makes this a very, very dead and stiff introduction.
2014 to include a new
Like, look, that one sentence took you 30 seconds to say that one sentence. Like, give me information. Like, this is an introduction. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have time to quietly play the route, but for now, give me all the information. Give it to me fluently, constantly. Let there be a good flow.
Ludwigsbahn in train sim world 5. From local S-Bahn to meandering ICE traffic, enjoy a different pace on the rails between Kaiserslautern and the busy hub of Mannheim.
Is that it? Some stupid history? Is that it? That should have been like a third or a quarter of what the introduction should have been. Is that it? Stream and camera. Or the camera, the stream, I can't really speak for it. I don't know why the colors would have improved. I've changed nothing on OBS. The camera, so what I think was causing that extra brightness was that there was a setting called, and you'll know what it is by the name, it was called backlight comp, which is backlight compensation. So it's basically compensating for a backlight, but I have a backlight. So it was kind of like doubling the brightness basically quite unnecessarily and making everything too bright, and I didn't really understand why. And then I just paid a bit more attention today in the settings and I saw it. And I was like, huh, that looks like it'd be problematic. And indeed, that was what was being problematic. Right, we're driving an S3 service from Schifferstadt to Mannheim. It's only a 14-minute service. In the snow. Let's see what we've got. Thank you, nerd. I was struggling a lot with brightness on my nose. I don't know why. There is a light like behind me a little bit pointing down because I've got like studio lighting. So like one light's pointing this way, one light's pointing that way, one light's pointing that way. Rather than just one main light. Which makes things a bit interesting. But I don't know why my nose is always very bright. But I think it's been sorted out. Unlock doors outside. Are you unlocking the doors on second side? Whoa, why did I say second? Where did my brain... Whoa, why did I say second light? I meant left hand side doors. So this is the 425, right? Man, I haven't driven this in a while. I drove it a few times in a route that I forgot what it was. Um, but yeah, it's been a while since I stepped into this, man. Where's the PZB and CFA controls? Are they? Oh, here they are. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's explore the new DLC that's priced in the standard price range with no new trains. Only 60 something kilometers. Let's see what we've got. What's the red light on my dash that's illuminated? It says Nof Brems. Nof Brems. What does that mean? It's turn off Rudolph mode. Nah, you know what? Let's go with it. Let's go with it. By making this like the first part of the journey mode, I almost wonder what they're hiding. Is the scenery like bad or something? Like you thought perhaps they'd allow you to enjoy the route, you know, their hard work, allegedly, for what it is, and then later on you enjoy it in some snowy weather and then maybe experience it in a bit of rain. But to kick it off in snow, I don't know, is this region known for being snowy? You and Face Cam on the train. Yeah, mate. I've been had that for a while now. It's my beloved Class 465. I say my beloved and then I haven't driven it in like 2 years. It does look smoother. It is smoother. Now, obviously, this is not like a heavily modded route. I am using a few mods here and there. But so far, so good. So far, so good. I don't know if there are any notoriously heavy sections, you know, like a Euston, like a Frankfurt. Obviously, not in terms of size, but in terms of performance hit. I don't think there is. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, for now, it's good. It's always a good sign when it runs in, when there's something going on. So with like snow going on, that's always a point of possible failure if performance wasn't actually good. Oh, I might miss my first station stop. I didn't turn off the fog. No, I haven't messed with the fog. I haven't messed with any weather settings. It's as you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you guys can see like when I mess with like weather settings and stuff. So, oh yeah, we are gonna go flying past. Why is the stop marker on? I didn't do a training session. All I did was the route introduction. Why is the route introduction enough to turn the stop marker on? Oh boy. I blame it on the stop marker. It put me off. Bearing in mind, well, actually, to be fair, I have played, well, on and off. I've been playing at 4K, and it does make a difference on the stream, even though the stream's at 1080p. If I play at 4K and then 1440p, you'll notice a difference watching it back at 1080p. I know it's a little bit weird, but I've tried and tested myself. Need the bill to translate, I know, right? Or any of my resident Germans. I mean, look, the stop marker. I'm sure there are people that find the stop marker helpful, and more power to them. Like good for them. Absolutely good for them. It can be a helpful tool, but when it's forced upon me, that's when it becomes a problem. Like I don't want it on. I've intentionally gone through the effort of going to the menus and turning it off. So why have you turned it back on? It was one thing having it happen. It was one thing having it happen on the introductions, but now the the training modules, but now the introduction as well. And also, it would have been nice to have this train updated so that when I press circle, which is the CFAR clearance, and also PZB acknowledgement, it sort of knows when to do which. Like on a keyboard, I can press Q, and you won't hear the beep. But if I press it on controller, you can hear the beep because it's also pressing PZB acknowledge at the same time. On Frankfurt to Fulda, the trains there, or the new trains, if there's only CFA on, and you press circle, it will only acknowledge CFA. It won't also press PZB acknowledge. And I don't know why. Like that, they clearly put in some work to make that happen. So why have you then not done that continuously? Why is there another thing on the list of things that you've done once or twice and then just left? Yeah, that's it, nerd. Thinking of it logically, perhaps it's a thing where it's a training module, right? So it's somebody, you would assume that it's somebody learning the way for, maybe someone at amateur level learning to drive a particular train, or just getting the hang of the game in general. In which case, I think it would be more appropriate to ask, hey, we noticed that your stop marker is off. This could be pretty helpful. Whatever, some waffling, yapping short message. Would you like to turn it on? So that I can say, yes, I would like to turn it on, actually. What you said makes sense, and I would like it as a tool to help me. Or, no thank you. I have intentionally turned it off, and I want it to remain off. But God forbid we have an opinion. Or we have a choice. Right, so anyway, we've got all the layers. We're on PC, ultra settings, so you guys will see the route pretty much as best as it can be. The best it's going to be. So let's see it for what it is, innit? A best case scenario. Yeah, exactly, I mean, we're on the same page anyway. Yeah, man. It just needs to stop. They just need to stop. Just stop. So this is Ludwigshafen or Ludwigshafen? Ludwigshafen, I think. I think Schafen. I've heard Schafen quite a bit. Ludwigshafen. It's no slouch. I don't think I've been on it when the train drivers just put it straight to 100. But it moves. It moves. It moves. It's smooth. It's driven pretty smoothly. So I don't know. I don't know. And I've never been on it when it's gone through like high speeds track. So yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. Hey, hello, Wayne. Bi-weekly total TSW criticism. Yes, bring it on. Why does the black around the gauges here, like the metal plate or whatever it is, it looks like it's been damaged by like salt. You know, like when it's snowy outside and you put salt on the ground and it damages surfaces. Ah, my stomach. It looks like that. How you doing, Wayne? Been a minute, mate. Wayne, can you tell me what Noch Brems mean? I know Brems is brakes, so what does Noch mean? Is it a fun train? Not really. It's bog standard. Although I was very lucky to see one couple, and I didn't get footage of it because I was shy to ask. I was with the missus, and I was like, oh my god, like I knew it straight away, like that it was gonna couple up with another train, and I was like, oh, this is so sick. I've never seen this before, and I was so tempted to like record it for you guys, but I was shy because there was like a bunch of staff there, obviously, and yeah. I regret it now though. I should have just done it. I was like, shyness is not good, man. And I'm not usually shy as well. I used to be really shy when I was younger, but I thought I broke out of it, but clearly not. But yeah, it's nothing special. I'm not gonna lie. It's my favorite train to drive in game, and I don't know. It just has a charm in real life. I can't explain it. It just looks cute. It's just like it looks cute, but there's not really anything to stand out about it. It kind of just is just a normal run-of-the-mill EMU, to be honest. It sounds nice, actually. It sounds exactly how it sounds in the game. They've got it spot on. So it's got that sort of like unique sound. But yeah, that's kind of it. We are behind. How is it? These S-Bahn timetables are always rough. Like, we departed on time, the previous station. How? And we went 800 meters, and I'm a minute late. Huh? Jesus. Glad that you're doing Wayne. Oh my god. Glad that you're doing fine, Wayne, mate. I'm doing very well, thank you. How is the first part spelt? The first part is NOF. It will come up on the dash, on the gauge area, sorry, below the T to the right. I'll zoom into it in a minute. It usually comes on when we've picked up some speed. Although I've got to keep an eye out on it now because we are under heavy restriction. There it is. Oh, is it not? I don't know. Is it not Brems or North Brems? I can't really tell. It's weird. And again, I'm playing a 4K Ultra and I can't make out what that says. And all the rest of these are very weird. Like, these aren't even circles. They're like many tagons. I don't know what tagon this is. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon. It's many. There's many of them. Like, this looks like these were the shapes of the wheels in GTA San Andreas. Look, go watch some GTA San Andreas footage, and you'll see these were the shapes of the wheels. They couldn't get them. They couldn't get them like circular. But guess what year that came out in? And then what year did this come out in? Why can't they give us circles instead of many tagons? SEST's Illinois. Oh, cool. Is it looking? Is anything like special about it? Or like is there like any like do we know anything about it, or have they just teased that they're gonna do it like verbally or however? Not for emergency brake. Not for emergency brake. What does that mean? As in, like, we don't have an emergency brake? They look like 50-cent coins. Oh boy. How are we on the 500 hertz restriction already? Quick. We're quite far from the red signal, no? Well, how was that? Why was that 500 hertz? Or is that just because this is a terminus approach? That was a little bit strange. Not bremse just means... Oh, it just means emergency brake. Right, but we don't have the emergency brake applied, obviously. So is it a bug? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like I'm seeing the train go over joints, but it's silent. Hmm. Hmm. Alongside what I said earlier about the weather choice or the choice of conditions being a little bit odd for the first part of the journey mode, they've saturated this image? It was never this saturated. Look how orange the orange is. Why? Um, it's also a little bit odd that they've started off with some of two very, very short services. Well, three very short services. Like usually you'll be able to you'll kick it off with like the whole route. It's just the whole thing about it is strange. It's almost like they've had some newcomers onto the team, and they've given this as their project. Like all things considered, the lack of new trains, the short route, the length, the bugs with the release, all things considered, it really does seem like there's a new team, some new people, and they thought, you know what, let's get you guys started with this. And it's almost like a bit of a throwaway route almost. Just another DCG. I mean, not even. I mean, I think this is a little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit of a step further back. And I am being a little bit pedantic, but as someone who's a journey mode enjoyer and only does journey modes, to me, my expectation is, especially because these are like handpicked, like these are specifically chosen, right? These aren't just like randomly generated services. Like all these little chapters or sections are all handpicked, right? Hence why, in the past we've gotten some really nice timetable runs within the journey mode. They usually look for these like special ones and slap them in. And so you'd expect, yeah, cool, you have the first one for the training modules. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. That's cool. But the second one, you're really trying to show off the route. You're going the full length, throw in a scenario or two in that, clear conditions so that the person really takes in everything. And then, like I said before, you spice it up a little bit. Maybe cool, even you add some snow in the next section. You add some snowy runs. Then in the section after that, maybe you add some rain, some fog. Just kind of like get an idea of what the route is in all conditions. Maybe simulate conditions that you would normally actually see on the route. Yeah, scenarios are just not enough, and they're disappointing for what they should be anyway a lot of the time. And also, man, I actually wouldn't know how to navigate the timetable mode. If there was no journey mode, I would imagine myself with only timetable mode at my disposal. I'll probably just see what time I'm playing the game and try and match the service closest to that time. But then what would determine what route I play, and when I move to the next one, I wouldn't know. Because with this way I do it, it gives me a bit of order. So I'm grateful that there is a journey mode at all. And I do worry, like I'm not confident that there always will be a journey mode. I'm not gonna lie. I do think I don't want to say likely, but I think it's possible that they'll get to a point of just lack of effort, laziness, where they'll just stop with the journey mode altogether. Because I don't think it's what the majority of players use anyway. So they already have that excuse ready. I wonder what Nabil would think of this. He'd probably come up with some fire review if he got his hands on this. I did not think it was going to be that first stop marker, I'll be very honest. Not like I was going to make this one anyway. Exactly. Exactly. Or even, but even if that was just the scenarios that did that, though, I'll bring back what I said earlier on in the week, where scenarios should be like events that have happened in reality, obviously not something terrible, events that have happened in reality, or at moments in history, or something meaningful that can be replicated with the trains on that route and in that time period, to kind of pay homage to the route itself. And then you can spice it up with some weather, you know, some thunderstorms and or maybe it would be a bit creative. Because at the moment, I actually haven't seen what's gonna come with the scenario, what comes with the scenarios, but I can guarantee, not having seen anything, that there's gonna be at least one scenario that will require you driving through bad conditions, just for the sake of it. I would be confident enough to put money on it. Bill's reviews are book worthy. They actually are. Oh, I didn't cross 45. I got to 45 earlier and then I slowed down and it was fine. Where's the consistency? Oh, look, power. Is there a button I need to press to release air? I think we're okay. So like broken roads, yeah, man. Like the one with the fire on Long Island Railroad was actually really good. Not only was it a creative scenario, not really one that you see regularly, but the fire itself was actually really, really well done. Because sometimes they'll say, "Oh, this happened, that happened," something like a tree fell, and there just won't be anything on the line. I'll never forget the 5-circle one. I'll never forget 5-circle one where they were like, "There's a tree on the line," and I'm like, "Okay," and then there's nothing in front. You can see for like half a mile ahead of the train, and there's nothing. There's like nothing. There's just track. And then the message at the bottom is like, "Stop," or like, "Brake. There's a tree." And you're just like, okay. So obviously it tells you to emergency brake. You hit the emergency brake, but there's nothing. Like there's no tree. The suffragette line was really nice as well. The flooding scenario, because there was actually a bit of a flood, and they pulled out the equipment the flooding equipment. That was a really nice touch. But that shouldn't be a once in a while. That should be like normal to give us that level of detail. That bridge is really nice. Yeah, nerds, this is literally how I play TSW5 in my spare time. And so you can see why I get so frustrated when I have to like lower settings, lower the resolution when it comes to streaming. And why it just drove me crazy. Not only was it unrealistic, the high car scenario, but it wasn't really clear to me. So here's what. So it was one of those ones where you could just not do it, but you'd obviously get like a weird message at the end. Now I'm driving and I see the flare, and I'm like, oh okay, this is gonna be where the guy was. But let me double check because it was quite a way in, like off the track. So I got like as close as I can with the train, and then went into photo mode. Not photo mode, sorry. Either photo mode or just free cam mode, one of the two. And I went and I flew to the flare, and there was nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe like he's around here, and you know I'll get a message to kind of like help narrow down where this person is, or a clue or something. Nope, nothing. Like I think it was that flare, but there was no one there. You have the one on Vorarlberg where you collect those like hikers that were caught in the blizzards. That one was okay, but I would have liked to see them actually walk onto the train instead of just fading to black. Oh yeah, the trampoline. Ah, that was fun. I forget how quickly these things accelerate. That was fun. I saw a real life picture of a trampoline on a track yesterday. I think it was actually yesterday on Instagram. The not bremser light means that the passenger emergency brake is turned off. Okay, so if the passengers tried to pull an emergency, whatever, nothing would happen basically. Okay, I don't know why that is. That's something that I would need to like activate or. Not a rescue. Yeah, exactly. It's given very much collect the bins on 5 Circle. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? You went to the flare as well, no sign. Oh, ridiculous. We love it. Hello, Code Monkey. He also will empty the bins. Well, how about the people who actually, you know, paid to do so? They exist. I used to be one of them. So, you know, I would have absolutely loved it if at the station where I was working, this you know, during the train drivers turnarounds, they would actually help sort out the bins for me. Oh, that'd been great. That would have been absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, they weren't getting paid for that though. Oh yeah, and of course, worst case scenario, you're gonna have a bit of a derailment, and that's it. It is only active in a station right after a stop, and the train would immediately stop when it is bored. So that's when you would get a notification that the trainer is not dangerous or worse because it easier. Okay, fine. That doesn't sound stupid. Fair enough. What does S mean on that signal post? Not everything I have to acknowledge. On the London Underground, on the trains, we have like emergency things to pull. Oh, talking about that. Oh my god, what timing? Hold on a second. Right. Sorry. There's a key, a particular key that I need that would be very handy to have at work, and I've got it. But I keep forgetting to take it with me. Yeah, because funny because it's the key that I would need to reset that alarm if I had to deal with a passenger pressing it. So that was incredible. But yeah, there's like an emergency alarm that you can pull, and it won't stop the train, but it will send a message to the driver, and then he will speak, and you can speak to the train driver through it, to basically find out if the train needs to stop there and then. But 9 times out of 10, it will stop at the next station, and then whatever the issue is will be dealt with at the station. So it's kind of, in a way, kind of similar. S is just an indicator of where the switches are leading. Oh, okay. That's what it's short for. Okay, okay, cool. Similar then to like when it has like a platform number on it. I don't know, nerd. I get asked that too when I talk to staff about it, and they're like, "Oh, like, where's yours basic?" And I'm like, "Oh, I haven't been given one." They're like, "Oh." I just don't think my main station where I'm based had like any spare, and the one I've got is actually from when I used to work on stations, but when I was a cleaner. It's a very handy little tool. It was when I was a cleaner, not with no. Thankfully not. I'll put it that way. I'll leave it there. You know what? I am happy driving these little boys once again. It's been a while. Always a pleasure. With just the ease, you know. I know it's not to everyone's taste when the train's easy to drive, but I don't know. It just allows you to focus on other things more. For me, waffling, yapping. Okay, with traffic light controllers. You know the crazy thing is, nerd. Keys like these and the ones as you've mentioned are very important and can get you into some places that you really shouldn't be. Places where you can do some damage if you wanted to, and they're just like they're just readily available on Amazon. Like there's a key that firefighters use to get into like blocks into flats, and they can just buy on Amazon. So what people would do, like gang members would do, they'd buy the keys and then go to like the ops blocks and just unlock the door and just get in, because obviously they don't need the fob. Elevator keys here as well, I believe, are readily available. It's mad, because I got the one I've got off Amazon, and I won't. I'm not going to risk getting myself in trouble. But you can use that to get into some places that you really, really, really are not allowed to be in. It's the variety that makes the game fun. Yeah, that's what it is for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm always happy to like finish one route and go to another one or play a new release or whatever, because it means, oh yeah, new scenery, likely new trains, and if it is, it's gonna be a similar train or the same train. It's gonna be a new experience with that train, perhaps a different way of driving it, or yeah, just a different experience one way or another. Like these ones, Wayne. Like that. Okay, then you guys have the exact same problem as us. It's the exact same. That's why I didn't want to say it. But, I mean, I still haven't, technically. But yeah, it's the exact same, yeah. Oh, is that the 500 hertz? No, thank God, because we were going a little bit quick. And I'm pretty sure it's usually on the opposite side to the platform, so I think it's this one that's coming. It should be. Yeah. If Nabil was here, he'd have asked me to put the blinds down. Or lasagna or Dommy. Here he is. Here he is. There he is. Talking of the devil. Are you gonna ask me to put the blind down, Dommy? I haven't bought it, by the way. I didn't buy this. If I could, I would have. Don't get me wrong. I would have, but I haven't bought it. Start of a master key. Yeah, but like at stations, for example, the master key will get you into very important places, but where that key can get you, the one I just showed, is also can be pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, got an easy method. Triangle in the middle. This one. Dommy, the giveaway will be on the 5th. So it will be next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Right, here we go. T. What's the T service? Is it ICE? Is this with an ICE? Travel service from Mannheim to Kaiser. Okay, so this is full length. So full length is just over an hour. Okay. I see they put the fog all the way up. Let's see if we'll do anything about that. Is it a Garmin panel key as well? This is what I mean. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Oh, hello. We're just a little loco. See, this is cute. See, this is why I expect to be thrown into journey mode. Little stuff like this. Right, so do you put this to 140 first and then turn on AFB? Where is it? Oh wait, I didn't do it from here. Oh wait, there is no AFB switch there. It's only the okay. 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 Whoa. What is going on? Everything is tweaking. Hopefully it sorts itself out. I got it on Amazon, Dommy. I bought it on Amazon. I couldn't even tell you what's causing these glitches. I'll be very real. Fortunately, they never seem to last too long, but it would be nice to not have them at all. Why did I spend money on it? Because I needed it for work. And it's been handy since as well, because I've been using it to bleed out my radiators. It's got a radiator key on it as well. It's like a four-sided thing. So I used it to bleed out the radiators recently. Which were full of air, unsurprisingly. I don't think they'd ever been bled out. but it was ridiculous. The bathroom one specifically is what caught my attention because the heating was on for like too long, and the top was like cold. The top of the radiator was cold when the bottom was like boiling, and I was like, okay, something needs to be done here. I don't think these keys would be of much help, unfortunately. Although, funnily enough, I still have the subway shutter key. I don't know if they've changed it since, but I didn't know I still had that. I kept it by accident. Like, my manager even asked me like a month after I left. He was like, "Yo, right, we're missing like the shutter keys. Do you still have them by any chance?" I was like, "No," and I really thought I didn't. And then I don't know how I came across them. I think I had them in a drawer. I opened a drawer and I just see a couple keys there, and I'm like, "Oh, interesting." Why did that trade just sound like a trumpet? So yeah, and the keys, it's the shutter key, and then the front door key. So technically, if they haven't changed the locks, I could just go in and make myself a subway. I haven't played Hitman, unfortunately. No, I've seen a bit of gameplay here and there, but I haven't actually played it myself. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. How's my microphone sounding, by the way? It's not peaking like it usually does. I reset NVIDIA Broadcast completely. So... Mic sounds good? Okay. Does it sound any different to previously, or more or less the same? Okay, thank you. Oh my god, this is bliss. Playing this at 4K. See, now you guys know I wasn't lying. Oh, there's more glitches. Please stop. I would love to know what causes it. I experience it sometimes on... Actually, no, I don't experience it. It's the first time I'm seeing this. I've experienced stuff before, but not like that. What I'd have before was shadows disappearing and reappearing. Not what looks like OHLE. This is an interesting little run, isn't it? Are we just gonna drive to the other... Okay, we're stopping at Asloch. So I wonder if we're gonna couple up there. See, here's an example. I'm pressing circle and it's only acknowledging Tifa. It's not pressing PZB acknowledge at the same time. So they've made a change to some locos, some trains, and they haven't others. The weather looks really good here, you know. Like, I don't feel like I need to turn off the fog. Like, they've done it well. It's been implemented quite well. At least we saw the 4 FPS. Honestly, no, thank you, man. Like, I've actually spent hours researching before. I'm pretty sure I've even come across that post that you sent me, the Reddit one. It looked very familiar. I was wondering if I have new suspensions. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see depending on how much a train bounces around in it. Hello, Jackson. How you doing, mate? Hola. Hola, mi amigo. Yeah, the story. I don't know what's going on. It all actually looks really, really nice. Honestly, like, fair play. Credit where credit is due, as always. Maybe that's why they were so confident to start off with like snowy conditions. Maybe they've done something and they're not telling us. I'm doing well, thank you, my man. How are you doing? How has your time in Spain been? Sorry, in Tenerife been so far? Is Tenerife Spanish territory? It is, isn't it? Tenerife is Spain, okay. I actually only found out it was an island. It looks like it looks like. I mean, I guess technically, like it is an island off Morocco. But it looks like it would be part of Morocco more than anything. That was settle, I hope. Yeah. Time tends to solve a lot of those kind of things. It is a lot. It is a lot. Different culture, different type of people, different like just way of life is completely different. I think you'll settle though, man. No, I didn't just find out, Domi. I found out like, okay, it was a while ago, like maybe 10 years ago, but I don't know, it was like a shock to me. Because I just always assumed it was a city in Spain. I had no idea it was an island. And when I just finally randomly one day just thought, you know what, let me actually like see what it looks like on Google Maps. I typed it in, I was like, what? So yeah. In my head I still have that like sense of surprise, sense of shock. Chaotic in what sense, Jackson? I know they can be a bit. How will I describe Spanish people? Like I've spent a considerable amount of time in Barcelona and other places in Spain, and Spanish people tend to be very I don't know how can I very quick, hot. I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain it. But like, yeah. But it's just culture in it, I think, or like it's not really like a bad thing. It's just something that stuck out to me because it was very different to like what I see here in the UK, for example, or even in Morocco. I'm pretty sure I said hello to ASR. I said hello to you, ASR, right? If not, then you've slid into the chat very smoothly. That I would just engage in conversation instead of actually acknowledging, oh wait, you've just come in. About an hour ago, fake news, the stream's only been up. Oh my god, the stream's been up for an hour. Wow, okay. I thought it was like 30 minutes. Doing the disabled move. What's the disabled move? If you use the German system of the organization. Yeah. That's what it is. And I'm sure if I was to go to Germany and stay there for a while, I'd be like, whoa, these people are very different. which just by talking to you guys, I already sort of haven't like, I've already grasped some things that set you apart from like other nationalities. Why would I understand the disabled move, Tommy? Why? You know what, Wayne? I'm with that completely. That's one thing I've heard a few times about the German people, and you know what? I'm happy. My kind of people. I mind my business, you mind yours. That's it, man. I think the weather looks nice because the fog hasn't been overdone. Like usually we wouldn't be able to see as far as those signals over there in the distance, or like the furthest distant trees that we can see to our left. But this is a more realistic fog. So nice to see that they've done some work here. But look, the next dovetail route's gonna come out, and guess what? It's gonna be terrible again for the weather. I'm calling it already. I'm not doing that, dummy. What the hell? I got a bit of a stutter every now and again. Not much I can do about that. First time snow looks like snow. Yeah, pretty much. Indeed. I hate when companies that you like for stuff that you haven't used in a while keep like emailing you every now and like every week or like every other day. It's like, bro, give me some space. Let me breathe. We're done. We broke up. Hey, TGV. I haven't seen you in a while. See you later, mate. So where's that off to then? What service is that doing? Paris to Frankfurt. Nice. Nerds. Like over the course of my life, my stuttering has come and gone, come and gone, come and gone. It's starting to come back now a bit more than it's been recently. Electric brake, what? Also, why didn't PZB get triggered by that signal? I feel like 100 to 60 is enough of a drop to have triggered PZB. Not that I'm complaining. Realistically, I should do direct brake, innit? Imagine cycling a bit again at €8 fine. But is that just like Jackson poor customer service at that particular location? Or, you know, does that reflect the whole of the German people? Okay, you know what? I don't like direct brake. I'm using the train brake. No, what? No, no, why? No, no, why? Why? What was this? Was this yellow? Was that yellow? No. No. I know you're talking about Spain, Jackson. The question still stands, though. The snow actually looks really nice and fluffy. What have they done here to make this weather so... What have they done here? What's changed? Stand by for the 146. Is that what we're driving? No, 185. Right, Wayne. Yeah, each of their own. I'm not gonna lie. I get into an Uber and I prefer silence. I don't take as many as I used to. But the last time I took one, the guy was chatty and we actually had a good conversation. What do you mean wait until 12:18? We are not waiting until 12:18. Well, we are, but we're not going to actually wait 13 minutes. Oh yeah, I think I'm pretty introverted. But give me a bit of alcohol in my system, and I become the opposite. But when I'm sober, I'm very much an introvert. But I saw a meme, not a meme, but it was like a reel, a couple of days ago. It was like someone was like, "Yeah, I'm an introvert, but if you give me alcohol, I'm beyond like the most sociable person." And I'm like, "Oh, it's relatable." Oh wow, Wayne. I guess sometimes for the better, sometimes for worse. It do be like that, Dommy. It do be like that. We need a faster speed than 4x. We need like a 10x. Or this is where we get the option to fade to black and speed up time. So if you're on console, you're waiting 13 minutes. Good luck, enjoy. Or if you're just someone that doesn't use God mode, you're sitting here and you're waiting 13 minutes. Enjoy it. I hope you've got a book or a magazine. That one as well, Wayne. That as well. That as well, definitely. I think it comes down to just realizing that there's value to you and you value your time. Like, I've lost friends simply because when we would chill, link up, we would talk or whatever, but there would be, I'm not adding something to you, you're not adding something to me, and we're just sitting there, we're just wasting time when we're talking about empty things. Just literally wasting time, talking for the sake of talking. Some people are fine with that, and that's cool, but I don't know. I really don't like that. Like, we won't be friends if our friendship is just talking, waffling, just waffling. Just talking about football or about a movie and that's it. That's it. That's all we ever talk about. Or like back in the day, girls, and that would be it. Like that's what it's empty. In that whole time, one train went past us. Did we need to be waiting that long? Considering we're going to be traveling 35 kilometers, it's not like we just waited for like down the sidings for like a train to drop off some coaches or drop off some wagons. And that's it. When we're going all the way to Kaiserslautern, where the thing's going to end anyway, did we really need to be waiting? Like, what was that about? It would have been nice to get an explanation. Hey, wait here until this happens over here, or wait here until train insert number here passes. Like that seems very pointless. And I've had that happen before on Dresden on a Dresden route as well. Dresden Riesa. About us 2025. That was big. About us 2025 and it's the TSW4 trailer. Oh my god. What is it with them in TSW4, man? TSW5 came out, and on Steam at least, it was TSW4 by accident. What obsession did they have? What are they trying to tell us? I'm sure there's some conspiracy here. Oh yeah, Wayne. Yeah. That's me. That is me. So like on a night out, I don't really do much of them anymore. But on a night out, too much going on, and I'll just go to my wife and just be like, we'll just have like our own little conversation, or just like move away from everyone. Sometimes it's okay, but it can be too much. It can be a lot. And then there are times when I will just completely physically remove myself out from the venue. I've done that many a time. Bro needs a deep. I don't think it's a deep talk. I think it's just sometimes like sometimes conversation is just noise, you know. Sometimes it's just noise. Maybe it's really valuable to the people engaging, but to you it's just noise. And so, what are you gonna engage because you want to fit in? Some people do feel that pressure. Some people feel like they need to so they can fit in and be part of the group. Other people, not everyone feels that though. Some people feel like, okay, this isn't me, and I'm not gonna like pretend. So let me just remove myself. Wayne, if that was about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, then no, you're not making that up. You're not making that up. I forgot about that, but you've brought it back to memory. Come on. What were you intending to order, Wayne? Okay, I didn't think I was gonna need to brake for that one. I'll be honest. So I didn't need to brake when it was a 40 kilometer change in speed, but I need to brake when it's a 10 kilometer change in speed. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't like. I love calamari. I love me calamari, but then squid, disgusting. Like vile. I don't know whether I just had some really bad squid. I don't know, but it was vile. Genuinely one of the worst things I've tried. I'll be happy to try it again if somebody's like really adamant that there's like a particular way it's made and it's really really good. But as it is now, oh my lord, it was bad. You like squid, Dommy? Nah, man. Okay, well, hold on a second. How do you like it made? Because I think I just had it like, I don't know, like it wasn't. I don't. It was just cooked. I don't know. I don't really know the process of how it was cooked. I was young. This was like a while ago. Churros are so good, man. I haven't had churros in Spain, but I feel like with how good they are, like wherever I go, I feel like they're one of those foods that you don't have to go to like Spain to enjoy, to really. I don't know. Maybe I'll have them in Spain and then my mind will be blown, but it just seems to be nice wherever you go. What are calcots? I feel like my dad's mentioned them like many times in like cooking terms, but I've never actually known. A type of spring onion. He doesn't eat fish or any sea creatures because he can't eat his colleagues. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. He sees that fish are friends, not food. He's missing out on a lot. His colleague says very nice. Let him know that. I need to create an AI that will automatically do Sifa for me. What is that lighting going ahead of me in the tunnel at the top? Like it's like it's running away from me. What the hell is that? Yeah, I like fish as well. I didn't used to like it when I was younger, and then I realized it was just the way like it was made at home. I like some fish. Like if you've ever had like a fish tagine, I've always loved me a fish tagine. Nothing like having it on the beach after like a good swim. Oh my god, fish tagine on the beach. One of my best experiences ever in Morocco. And that was when I didn't like fish at all in general, but somehow I was a sucker for tagine. Honestly, Jackson, strive to find somewhere, if you're going to have it like outside of Morocco, that will make it as close to the correct way as possible, because I feel like with Moroccan cuisine, it's very easy to like fake. There's a Moroccan restaurant, well, I don't know if it's still around, but I went to a Moroccan restaurant in Mayfair here some years ago. And what did they blew me away. I felt like I was at home. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. And then you go to like a supermarket and they have like packaged Moroccan couscous or something. And it's like, whoa, what are you lot doing? Why? Why have you done this? So I feel like to really enjoy it, you need to have it done properly. Damn, Wayne. Some really good tapas. Is it like a family owned? Those places usually are. Those places are either usually banging or terrible. And it will have mother. Jack said that you are in very, very, very good company. You are in very, very good. A Moroccan mother making you tagine. You are good. You are set. Seen family owned. Good for them then. That their business was doing good, man. Nice to see. That's why you'll find real passion, man. Real love for food. Some secret ingredients in the recipes. Something that makes it taste like nothing else. Instantly ask for the recipe. Good luck trying to replicate it, by the way, Jackson. You can follow her instructions to a T, and it would taste nothing like it. It needs the hand of a Moroccan mother. I'm telling you. When it comes to tagine, man. Told me to come back this weekend. You know what? Even better. She's smart. Was I asking for NVIDIA drivers, ASR? Was I? Reset? No. I cleaned out my drivers earlier today. Noda's helping me out with just sorting out, just cleaning stuff because it's why the game's running as fine as it is at 4K on Ultra. This is how I play off stream. It's something with OBS, and I don't know what it was that we did that eventually actually fixed it, but it seems to be okay for now. I tested it at Frankfurt. It ran fine, not at 60 FPS because it's Frankfurt, and 4K and Ultra is really pushing it. But it ran better than what we've seen on Frankfurt on stream before. My one tester of a run on Blackpool branches was completely fine. So everything seems okay for now anyway. But yeah, the latest NVIDIA driver came out yesterday. I've got that installed. I've got the latest version of NVIDIA Broadcast. How do I keep missing that? Like, I'll look at it, I'll look away, 1 second later, Zifa. Like, bro, how? That's actual, like, Zifa law. I didn't even know you could get NVIDIA Broadcast from the NVIDIA app. I'll tell you what issue I'm having with the NVIDIA app, actually. I don't know if it's still called Shadow Play, but the recorder from the NVIDIA overlay that records gameplay and stuff, it doesn't record my mic. It doesn't record any mic sounds. I don't know why. It records game sounds. I changed the settings. I went into sound settings, made my mic the default, done all of that. Nothing. It will not capture microphone volume no matter what I do. I did press to talk. I did always on. Like, there was nothing left for me to try. Nothing. I didn't reinstall the app. There was something I reinstalled, but it wasn't that. But anyway, I'll test my mic on like OBS. OBS would read it fine. My mic is working fine. It was just the NVIDIA app. But now that I've downloaded the new drivers and I've reinstalled the app, maybe it'll be working again. I don't know. Any friends from what places? When? What do you mean? What do you mean nobody needs it, Jackson? The train driving Germany rulebook law needs it. Oh, African places, man. I'll tell you what, you're missing out. Be it North, South, East, West Africa, you're missing out, man. The food, well, some can have some interesting food, but for the most part, food's good. People are good. See if it sucks for content creation. Does it? I think quite the opposite. Well, it depends, isn't it? If we're going just for like a realistic run, like what I sometimes will record, just like a normal run from A to B, it's part of the experience, isn't it? I hope we get to drive an ICE today. If not, I won't be too fast. But it would be nice. Yes, nerd. I tried it with microphone always on. I tried it with push to talk. Nada. Hello, sir. Do you hate CIFA more than you hate PZB though? That's the question. PZB or CIFA? If you had to choose. I didn't mention it earlier, ASR, when we were talking about Mittenwaldbahn, but the listen, LiDAR technology is goated. When companies actually use it, oh, this is a great bit of the tunnel, by the way, it's not baked. When companies actually use it, oh, like the sense of scale in those screenshots was amazing. Amazing. Both equally, yeah, valid. Completely valid. Well, yes, definitely, Jackson. However, that is partly because of the fact that Dovetail are not consistent in implementing features. Back in the day, always in any train, when there's an alarm going off inside the cab and you're in an external view, you will hear the alarm in your external view. Somewhere down the line, that started to happen less and less and less. So now it's a gamble. Maybe CIFA, you will hear it from the outside. Maybe you won't. So I think that one is more down to Dovetail and their... Do you remember when Matt on the forum said that there's going to be a checklist, like a minimum checklist for all the routes, like a minimum route should have not this bug, no that bug, it should have that feature, should have this feature. Where? Matt, where's the checklist, brother? You probably this was TSW, I think either late TSW 3 or early TSW 4. Where is the checklist? External camera usage punishment system sounds about right. That's what it feels like. That's honestly what it feels like. I don't know, Wayne. We don't really. Do we deal with like the LOD issue in like Vorarlberg or Bernina line? I think Salzburg Rosenheim as well. It's not really something I've noticed too tough. I have tried the Bakerloo line, Connor. Yes, mate. Also an audio track option whether to combine system sounds and microphone audio. Yes, and I separated that. I always have to separate nerd, so in post I can, if I need to increase my volume a little bit over the game, I can do that. However, I even tried setting that to combined. Nothing. It's always been irascible, Jackson. Oh, you're having a Mandela moment. Mandela effect. I wish you hadn't mentioned it, Wayne. Because I actually wasn't noticing it until you said it. I really wish you hadn't mentioned it. Listen, I'm focusing ahead. I'm being a safe and responsible driver. I'm ignoring my peripheral completely. It was never incredible. It was never incredible. Yes, he's definitely incredible. It just was never in the name. It was more in the personality. Bandits are putting horses back in the days. Honestly, yeah. The thing is, when I eventually get my ultra wide monitor, I wonder how much worse it's gonna be. But then when it's like that tree right there, I mean, what can we do about that? Sometimes irresistible. I'm gonna put this in my pocket now. Whether you saw it or not, deal with it. Whether you saw it or not, deal with it. I still would really love the idea of wearing my uniform and playing the Bakerloo line route. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't know what the repercussions could be. Rather play it safe. I mean, in that case, Wayne, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I don't know exactly how many frames I get above 60, but I don't think it's many. I don't think it's many. So, I refuse to push it any further than absolutely necessary. No, do you know, I think it could have been limiting the max frame rate to 60 FPS. I've never done that before. The repercussions, just live life. No, thank you. I like my life to be long. It was limit FPS when it's streaming. I did it through NVIDIA control panel. Like I always have, it's limited in the game. It's limited, obviously in OBS and stuff. But I'd never change it via control panel. So the GPU from running away. Yeah, that honestly could have been it, man. I mean, it's still hot enough to heat up my room. So it's definitely still working, but no more than it absolutely needs to. This train is long. That's a lot of cars. Well, Wayne, that's the issue I think I was having. That could have been it, to be honest. That could have been what's fixed everything. Although I'll tell you what, on my iPad, which I've got as a second monitor, OBS is lagging hard. But I'm not really fussed because the game is running fine. The stream itself is running fine. I don't need OBS to be running at 60 FPS. And honestly, if this has truly fixed my performance issues, I no longer need to spend money on a second PC. I will not put the blinds down, Dommy. No. like, please tell me what need there is to put the blinds down. Please, is the sun really shining through the clouds, in your opinion, and it's blinding you? Is that what's happening? I mean, nerds, it may be different when I go up to 240 hertz, but for now on 60, I'm straight. I know, Sap, right? But hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Such as life with a German safety system, which is on brand. That as well, you know what Dommy said? Yes. That's actually woken me up before, by the way, genuinely. And not once. Not just once. Like, I've nodded off and I've sort of beep. Oh, OBS dropping. Yeah, I could not care less. My focus is the game itself and your experience watching it. If everything is clean, smooth, nice, I'm chilling. This here could be running at 1 FPS for all I care. Gevrijdaden. Gevrijdaden. Eskisjeplats. Eskisjeplats. I don't know what the other thing they say is, but it seems to always follow Gevrijdaden. The snow effect is really clean. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm noticing it the way I am today. Because everything looks arse at bloody 1440p. So is that 70 kilometer that's flashing 70 or is that 45? It's not 45, isn't it? It's 70. 45 would be switching between 85 and 70. Oh, Turfreiber. Turf. Oh my god. Turfreigabe. Okay. The funny thing is, I knew what it meant, but I didn't know exactly what it said. It just sounded like Turfreigabe. Turfreiber. Oh my god. Turfreigabe. That's annoying. I like Turfreigabe better. I like my one. Honestly, nerds, I'm so grateful, man. Thank you. Legend. See, this is the type of thing that will have me considering you for mod. It does not sound like Turfreigabe. It does not sound like that. It's not like my one. You guys are lying. Are you having issues, Dommy? You're not streaming and stuff though. My issues were very specific, relating to OBS. How long am I online today? Until dinner's ready, I'll be very honest. Somewhere between 7 and 8 PM GMT. So, can't be any more specific than that, unfortunately. What's for dinner? Some chicken, some rice, some couscous thrown in there. Very nice. Because I'm working. I'm working nights, Wayne, this week, and going into next week as well. I don't think it will last until the end of next week. Um, but there's no confirmation yet because I'm basically covering for some construction work that's being done at the station, and it'll be done when it will be done, basically. So when the next schedule comes out on Sunday, um, it's gonna say that there will be no streams, but I'll put an asterisk beside it and then put like a little note. See how unnecessary that was, by the way. We arrived at the final place, waited 5 minutes for nothing, just for the scenario to just end. Stuff like that is really annoying, man. Really annoying. All right, Jackson, take care, mate. It's currently 5:52 a.m. I mean, it's one way to get the day kicked off, innit? Adios, Jackson. Level 801. That's crazy. Right, I've got a short run. Is this freight? DGS? Venezuela to Duisburg. Looks like it's freight. We're about to find out. Looks like you were right, mate. The 155, my baby. It's been a while. I've missed you. I have missed you. How have you been? Hello. Right. Wait, this is the 155, right? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Ah, it's been a while. Cab heating. Got to turn that on. Maybe not. Leave it on too. Gauge lights. Yes, please. Cab lights can stay off. Not going to touch power supply. That should already be on realistically. Oh, well, I've done it anyway. I don't think I needed to do any of these. We've got freight, right? Yeah. Don't need to sell on train heating. Where does turn pieces mean C4 on? Is it on the other side? Guess it is. He's traveling via Street View on Google Maps. SAP? Honestly, never. Actually, no. I can recall it happening once. I recall it happening once, and that was it. So surprisingly, not as often as you'd think. Because most of the trains I drive on, like Simrail, for example, have the steering wheel style. But they actually look more like a steering wheel than this, for example. This is more like a ship steering wheel. All right, Jackson. I know I can go, Domi. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to fry anything. I was taking it easy, letting the brakes release. It's a heavy freight service. We're meant to be playing a simulator, remember? Is this meant to be a 185? What do you mean meant to be a 185? I don't know what the default train for this one is. I would assume it's the 185, but it's got layering active, so that's how we've got the 155. I haven't driven this train since I went through Rösig Nord. That was a while ago. Look at it. Look at it. It's just a long container. That's all it is. It's a long container. Oh, okay, we're good. Yeah, that's weird. When it actually tells you, oh yeah, you're going to be driving this train, and then it puts you in something else. Yeah, that's always a little bit strange. I think it should be turned off for those kind of services. But honestly, I'll never complain about a good substitution, man. Gives you a chance to drive stock that you might not really be too familiar with. You might not have really driven enough. So as many names people gave it. What, because of its look, Wayne? Why is there a Mercedes logo in the middle? In the middle of what? Are you talking about the the spokes on the wheel? Don't be silly. It sounds like an 8-bit game. It actually does, you know. I think that's part of the charm. Right, this is full speed ahead. It is trying its best. It should be pretty straightforward. A to B. Only thing that I think would mess us up is if I miss the brake in and I go sliding. Energy container. Comisbrot or square bread for sassy container in the former secret music German state. I love it. But I'm sure it's at the same time it's very dear in Germany, surely. It just looks like the trade that would be like loved by everyone. It's a good thumbnail. Shame I'm not going to use it. I mean, you could tell it's quite old, dummy, just by looking at it. But honestly, a lot of the time, I prefer driving the older stock. And the fact that it uses a tap changer is also a big clue to its age. Have I driven this in TSC myself? I'm not sure. I've driven one similar to this in TSC. I don't worry, Jackson. I haven't forgotten about TSC, but I don't know. TSC, both TSC and Roblox are ones that I need to come back to, and I just keep A lot of the time, I honestly just keep forgetting. To be honest, how nice would it be to have an Ebula here? By the way, how nice would it be to just to have something, you know? You know what? The BR Triple One is a strong contender. It drives really well in the game. I do enjoy driving it as well. Its cab car is interesting, but the loco itself is solid, man. It's like a toaster. Anything that's a cuboid, basically. It looks like that. Sarah Cabrise. Oh, nice. I wonder if they use it for reference ASR. We are moving, you know. Creeping up to 100. On a gradient as well. Oh wait, I know. It needs like NASA level technology, and we're just not there, unfortunately, at the moment. But you know, a man can hope. A man can have a dream. DTG are gonna finally release Ebula, and they're gonna charge like $40 for the loco. And it won't even be expert. It will just have an Ebula. He showed a new video from that channel. Okay, so it could be his, could be maybe somebody that he knows. Nice that he had it on deck though. It's pretty cool. You also share some stuff about Simco in that channel. Oh, okay. So then it most likely is his. See, now I can record scenarios and play them on stream at the same time. Because before I was being hindered by the performance. Wish there was a little more track sound, man. Joint sound specifically. Oh, man. Yes. Life indeed is good. Cannot deny. Can't deny, can't lie. Hello, Joe. Look at the bugs on that other train. I'd rather be blind to them. If I don't notice them, I'm at peace. How you doing, Joe? Oh, no way, Sap. Have you let the landlord know so we can chase it up? Yeah, he's good, Dommy. I messaged him either earlier this week or last week. Just checking up on him. He's good. I mean, the thing is, Wayne, I'm sure there are certainly some complexities and some difficulties, but nothing that's impossible. Nothing that no one on this planet can get their head around. Something that's so difficult to understand. Some complex mathematical problem. I don't think that's what we're dealing with here. Are we going to stop in time? We've got 100% braking on. I know we get a little bit extra time compared to the other PZB modes. Yeah, we're good. Question is how long before the air releases now. And to be fair, Zusi's simulation is incredible, as I understand, but the graphics are abysmal. Yeah, it's well, it was made for a simulation purpose, you know, and it does that very well. It's made to actually aid real train drivers, which is why it's so good in like faults and stuff like that. Exactly, Sap. Exactly. Exactly. And let's say like you've got work to go to. You can't, which then obviously has a domino effect, causing issues for you there. It's not on at all, man. But that's the thing, ASR. Yes, sometimes we can have faulty equipment in reality, which messes things up. But people also make mistakes. So even waiting for a dispatcher to mess up, which is very likely what happened, that in itself is realistic too. %, Wayne. 100%. 100%. But I think it goes... okay, like OMSI, for example. They've nailed it with the physics and the sounds and whatnot on much older hardware. Ancient, even worse than TSC. Worse than Zusi, I don't know, but it's mighty close. And then you've got the bus, which is a lot, which in a team I would assume has a lot more than just 2 people working on it, because there's only 2 people that were working on OMSI. And after years and years and years of early access, there hasn't really been much progress. Physics are trash, sounds are trash. The only real good thing is the map. Passengers seem to do their thing. It's nice that they leave trash behind sometimes. But that's it. I just feel like gaming today just doesn't have... You won't really often find that same passion that seemed freely available back when. This is a 155, yes, Jackson. Yeah, true, Wayne. Yeah, it's all about eye candy now. Eye candy first, everything else comes second. Oh, right, ASR. Yeah. I'm with you. Howdy, Constable Doot. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's the new route? Well, so far, this is the 4th run I think I've done. Just doing journey modes. We did 2 425 services, 1 loco-only service, and this is a freight service with the 155, which I'm really enjoying. I'm yet to see what the route actually looks like. The introduction was trash. And all the runs we've done so far have been in the snow. And so, therefore, I don't actually really know what the route looks like. But in the snow, it looks nice. I can say that much. What do I think about it? I simply haven't played. So, okay, if you're going to ask me what I think about it in terms of having experienced it, my response is very limited. Very, very limited. I haven't played enough of it yet. I haven't seen enough of it yet. I haven't driven the ICE. I haven't seen the route end to end in clear conditions. If you're going to ask me what I think of it outside of playing it, as in terms of the fact that it's only 60-something kilometers, there's no new stock, it's coming out with bugs, acknowledged bugs, and, well, new bugs anyway. Wait for, like, at least a 60% sell, in my opinion. Based off of that, just those facts, I think it would make sense to wait for 60% off. But I haven't played it enough myself to give you an experienced review. And you know what? Maybe I'll do so in the form of a YouTube video. I'll obviously talk in the streams as I do. But I think I might make a YouTube video as well, with just like my thoughts and just a bit of a review once I've played with it a little bit more. The confused Ash9, howdy, welcome. Yeah, not worth $50. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's based on an opinion, right? My opinion is simply that it's not worth full price. And as a community, my opinion is that we shouldn't support something like this, buying it at a full price, because I feel like Dovetail are on the road to see how much money they can make from as little effort as possible. And I don't think this will be the last of this kind of thing that we'll see. And I think we should highly discourage it. Well, Jackson, I'm just going by the journey mode, mate. That's how I play. That's how I play these routes. I do the journey mode. So whenever that comes, it will come in it, or wait for a request a route, and you guys can request it if I haven't done that. And that was just an example. Then I'm not saying I need to do that, and then I'll know my thoughts and feelings. Typical DTG quality, unfortunately so, yeah. I mean, I don't understand how they can give us magic like the Suffragette line in terms of quality and, you know, care. You know, I mean, there's nothing I can say that hasn't been said yet, whether it be on the forums, on the YouTube chat of the preview streams, on the Discord. Go back to hating Sifa. Oh yeah, you will hate the safety systems on New York to Trenton, especially because they're bugged and you can hear them going off on other trains. It's my fault for buying the route. Well, fortunately, luckily for me, I haven't bought it, innit? Never entertain driving that local on the route ever again. Did I enable LZB? I don't know if there is LZB on this service, because when I use the keybinds to turn on the safety systems, and LZB didn't come on, only PZB and CFAR. Because LZB on the train. Well, if some reason it didn't activate via the keybinds, so I don't know. If it didn't LZB, you won't get. Oh no, I won't get max points. It's the end of me. You know, Ace, like you're very aware that I do not give a damn. I don't give a heck about points. New TSC route from RS alone about play it. Okay. I will screenshot it. No promises, Jackson. Other than I will consider it. Decent little run of the 155, man. I do love this train. Definitely got a bit of a soft spot for it. And I'm happy to be able to drive it again. I haven't driven it, like I said, since RSN. And not since the release of it, because I played the journey mode a little bit afterwards, but it's been a good year and a half, I think, now. Even then, I didn't get to play it often. Like, it subbed on there, but I wasn't really fortunate with the substitution playing through the journey mode. Oh, sap! There's yeah. There's the different signaling systems on US routes drives me crazy. I find the sounds a little bit odd sometimes. Oh, please stop. Otherwise, I'm going to have to God mode it. No, don't do that to me. Please stop. Please stop. Please. I'm going to have to God mode it. I don't want to redo this again. I take the L. It was an L. I'll take it as a spad, but I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do it again. Not only so it's confusing, obviously, like driving it from like a game perspective, but like why? Even like in reality, why? I don't think I've yet heard a good enough reason. I know, right? All right, for you, Jackson. For you. Paris to Frankfurt service. Let's go. Only you would read it that way, nerds. Only you.
Türen geöffnet. Störung. Zugbeeinflussung. DI gesperrt. DI gesperrt.
AFB. AFB.
I believe that's everything set. Now we wait. What looks so unrealistic, Joe?
Programm eingeleitet.
I am using a sound mod for the ICE. Does have its issues, but I think overall is better than. We get off the rip. I can barely, like, I'll be barely able to tell the Cifa light being illuminated. I can barely see the 70 and 85 flashing. Jesus. Oh, the dashboard. In what way, Joe?
Flugbeeinflussung.
Now, yeah, now I can do 250, right? You finally got your request. Dashboard looks really flat and stretched to me too. Is this to do with my FOV? Will it look better if I like zoomed in a little bit more? Or is there really not much I can do to save it? I just feel like this is really close to like. I just feel like this is really the driver wouldn't be this close. Is this better for you? Doesn't the BB402 be less at release? How are they at release? I'm gonna go back one notch. It just seems like way too close to the dashboard. Looks like it makes sense relative to the seat. You couldn't tell half the time. Glue your face to the window like a hunchback. That's exactly what it feels like a lot of the time. And it's like, even on my phone, looking at the stream, it looks like worse than it looks like on my monitor. I don't know why. I guess size makes a difference. Like if you watched it on a big monitor, it might look better than if you watched it on a smaller screen. I had to consciously notice it was 85. I did. And I've got it as bright as I possibly can have it. We'll see what dynamic weather throws our way this run. I know it's the same thing here, ASR. Even now, the 85 is illuminated, but I can barely tell. C4 is useless. I'm gonna be waiting on the voice to come on, or just press it periodically myself without the light turning on. Took 3 months to fix it. Yeah, sounds about right. Unfortunately. Oof. I really feel like they've gone a little bit backwards with the eye adaptation. I think they had it okay for a while. Or maybe there just hasn't been many tunnels in the past couple routes, but this is painful almost. At this point, I'm even a little worried that I might not even notice we've gone over 1,000 hertz magnet. Get some odd dips in performance. Oh, it's getting really hot again in here. Is this a slow section then? On this run? It barely changes, man, when you're not in a tunnel. It just, the Seaford indicator just looks like how it just always does. Is the route beautiful though? It's not standing out to me as jaw-dropping. It's nice. The foliage is quite dense. Nice to see that. They haven't cheaped out with 2D grass. That's always it's always nice to see. Trees, dense trees as well. Yeah, I mean, so far I haven't noticed anything that's like, ugh. So far so good. I'm 50-50 about the Simroll foliage. It's dense. It is dense, but there's a lot of weirdness that goes on every now and again with the foliage. Downside price, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it's a subjective topic. However, when you compare it to other things priced at the same price point and what they offer, other routes, then it does become a bit of a questionable proposition. So the foliage is worth around $35.99. Don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon. Alright, Jackson, thank you for hanging around, my man. You have a good weekend and take care of yourself. That doesn't say 90. In fact, it still says 80. The lighting in this tunnel is all sorts of messed up, man. New York to Long Beach. Is that a TSC route? Wayne. Well, no, that particular spot in the previous tunnel that's like really bright. That's just a light baking issue, and it's crazy because all it took to notice that would have been driving the route. That's it. Somebody driving the route would have noticed. I'd be like, hey, we need to fix that. Sort it out real quick. TSW, New York to Long Beach. Do you just mean the new Long Island Railroad? If so, I think that's a very good DLC in my opinion. It's busy. You got multiple branch lines, 3 trains potentially if you've got the M3. Downsides, you can't turn off safety systems. But other than that, I really liked it. I thought the scenery was really nice. Yeah, definitely in my good books, that route. Can be a bit heavy on performance, especially around Jamaica Station, but then that's like the busiest station in the game, so it's to be expected, especially if you're there rush hour. But if you do have the pleasure of being there at rush hour, so much traffic, and what I experienced as well that stood out to me because it's not really something we see much, was that it felt busy. Like no matter really where you were on the route, there was activity, like AI activity. Not for €35.99. Why is it €35.99? Is that the standard price now? €35.99. Seems a lot higher than £29.99. But anywho, I mean, standard price is a standard price, isn't it? If that is that, but I think probably wait for a little sale. All recent routes are £35.99. So that is the new standard then. Eek. I saw someone say this in the forum, and I'm seeing it, especially here. This is very reminiscent of Ludwigsbahn. Just the way it just curves through like mountain scenery. It's definitely got the essence of Ludwigsbahn. Well, that's the issue though, Wayne, isn't it? It's a value issue. It's not just, oh, they're expensive for the sake of it, but for what you're getting, they're expensive. Absolutely, nerd. Absolutely. Or at the very least, if you don't get high quality, you expect... Hello, Magnum Gaming. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. I invite you to join the Discord and be our 100th member. Exclamation mark Discord in the server. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Like, yeah, if you don't get higher quality at that price, then at least something that resembles effort. Real effort. Some sort of passion, some sort of aftercare as well. Quick bug fixes. Like, how, like, if they already knew the bugs and issues that were coming with this DLC, why not have the fixes ready to go for a day one patch? Interesting. I'm getting less frames than I was getting in the snow. I wonder if the train's got something to do with it. It just feels wrong driving the ICE at these speeds for this long. Snow covered up some distant scenery too. Yeah, that could be partly why. Were you not part of the Discord server already, Sap? I'm gonna need to do something for 100 members in the Discord, innit? Or think of something. I'll chat to Nabil about it, see what we come up with. You keep forgetting. Well, there you go, man. Congratulations. I'll do a little announcement later on. That's so crazy, man. Like, I always feel like Discord is a little bit different, right? Like, it's easy to just find the stream and click the follow button. It's easy to find a stream, click the subscribe button. But for a Discord, like, you have to sort of search for it and then, like, exert a bit of effort in joining. So to have 100 members there is mad. Considering your server's less than a year old, I'm sure. I mean, no, that's what happened. I had, when I used to have like my Twitch follow goals on screen, when we hit 200, sorry, when we hit 100, when we hit 100, like 3 people instantly unfollowed. I mean, honestly, Wayne, it comes down to the server you're in. I don't think like there's really any like idiotic thing that goes on in our server, and it's more so for just information ultimately. ASR is watching Simroll content. I assume anyway. I could be wrong, of course. Well, I mean, no text chat, but there was a ton of voice chat. I feel like TeamSpeak. I don't know. I only ever used it when I was like doing SAMP roleplay. Let's just go it, by the way. See you later, Jackson, for the 3rd time. Nice little museum. Surprised they didn't overdo it with the marketing material. Got a 628 there. Yeah. Some game communities, to be honest, the ones that were toxic back in the day were super toxic. But the ones that were nice, and there was a lot of them, were, yeah, man. Yeah. Like, the server where I started out at, like literally where I got the LWD from and my channel name. Like, I've kept the LWD there to pay homage. Like, I was given a chance from YouTube to change it, and I decided to just roll with it. All the communities, a lot of them were like, especially like the not so big ones, a lot of them are like family, man. And obviously it was different being younger and, you know, having a bit more time to spare and being able to dedicate yourself a bit more. Really, Wayne? I don't know, man. I feel like with, like, I don't know. With tech having advanced as it has done, it's easy to track people that have done things they probably shouldn't have. Whereas back then, it was almost like a free-for-all. Oh, Wolfenstein. That game made headlines when it came out, man. And it sort of just fell off. That's why I take my introvert self away from like voice chat and stuff like that. Unless there was one person, I don't. What was I playing? It was some point recently, and I never use I never ever do voice chat. What game was it, man? Oh, I was playing some game recently, and someone just pissed me off. Like, someone just pissed me off, and I was got them back, and I was just cussing them. But other than that, usually I just avoid voice chat. I just don't want to talk. Say what you want to say. I don't avoid it. Even when when Warzone was popping off, and I was playing it like every day, I'd have like my friends that I'm playing it with, and then if there was one friend in particular that used to like be quite social, and be in like it'd be two of us, so I'd want to just do like duos, and get a crackhead. But he would want to do quads and get some randoms involved, and you know, have a chat with them. And I'm always like, bro, I just hated it. Hated it. So I think, yeah, if you open yourself up to communication, you open yourself to some toxic communication as well, possibly. It's still going, Sat, but not like it used to, though, right? Not like it used to. I couldn't do that, Wayne, you know. I couldn't focus. Like, talking to my friends about a particular topic or something completely unrelated to, like, the game I'm playing right now in front of me. Although, saying that, when we did used to play together, me and my guys before, yeah, we'd be playing COD, but also just chatting about something else completely unrelated. But I don't know, we were all like still connected in a way, so it felt a bit different. So strangest names are real RTCW. Why? There's a floating tree. I've caught floating scenery already. That was all camouflage in the snow. Took me running it once in clear weather while streaming and reading chat to see it. God knows what I've missed. Oh, it's a player-made mod. Oh, okay. It's nice that you still have to own the base games. It's not like you're getting it for free, basically. Another island on this route. Good question. I wouldn't be surprised. If I see one, I'm not even going to be disappointed. Like, I'm almost expecting it to exist. Matterland. That's why he's probably that's why he hides watching everyone. Base game is £4 and the mod is free. So yeah, you might as well, basically. I've never even heard of Painkiller, no, Wayne. Doesn't ring any bells at all. .243. I think we'll make this run the last one of the stream, boys and girls, if there are any. In the coming days, I'll work on getting the scenarios out and some talking videos. What type of game was Painkiller, Wayne? I thought I saw planes. Didn't ASR say that there's an LZB section? Where? Okay, lots of enemies. Oh, so what? Like a bit of a Doom vibe? Doom Eternal.
Beeinflussen.
Yeah, but oh, okay.
Zug beeinflussen. Störung. Zug beeinflussen.
Those games were before my time, man. Oh, we're approaching this red fast. Not trying to do another spad. Try to get ahead of the 500 hertz as well.
Siefer. Siefer. Zug beeinflussen. Siefer. Siefer. Zug beeinflussen.
Sounds are really cool. Decent little mod. In-game touchscreen interaction. Really? What made it so? What made it so good? It's still, but I don't understand how they can't sort out this thing where the trains are just constantly running. I wonder how much performance that takes, just having trains sitting constantly idling. It's horrible in a lot of the UK routes where you've got like 3, 4, 5, 66s all sitting together, idling away. No one inside, no one in sight, just idling.
Zug beeinflussen.
Hello, Izan. No worries, mama. No problem at all.
Beeinflussen.
For ETS2, um, when you download the mod, again, you can do it from the Steam Workshop. But if you're gonna download something externally, when you download a mod, you get a file, a .ses file, and so with that .ses file, you go to your documents folder, go to Euro Truck Simulator 2, go to mod, and then you place that .ses folder inside the mod folder. And then when you go into the game, you go to mod manager and simply enable your mod. If that sounded a bit too complicated, then I'm happy to make another tutorial for you. Just could take a little bit longer than the city car driving one.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Mod folder can also read zips. Okay. I see. I didn't even know that. I was always extracting.
SIFA. SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
I've never played Fear 2, but I remember always seeing it everywhere. Everywhere. Wait, Dommy, what? Your childhood locos. One of your childhood locos in HO has gone and ended his life. What?
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. You should probably keep it though. Don't throw it away. Maybe one day you'll just have a thought like, oh, I wonder if it's that. And then you'll go in and it will be that.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I do have ATS, yes. I don't play it nearly as much as I do Euro Truck, but I do have it.
SIFA. SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Yeah, have you like done some research, Dommy, on the issue? A real challenge on ATS. I don't think any challenge is gonna make me just start playing it again tonight, but I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
SIFA. SIFA. Zugbeeinflussung.
Yeah, I'm not taking away from your knowledge, Dommy.
Störung.
But still, sometimes something might get suggested online that you would never have thought, you know,
Türen geöffnet.
for a problem that you've never dealt with before. Okay. It's aggressively dragged me right back into the cab. You know, I think I'm level 802 because, like, how did that get me, like, a whole level? Almost one whole level. At level 802. Like, there's no, like, experience. There's no, like, drop-off. It seems as easy to get from 801 to 802 as it is from level 1 to level 2. Dalton Elliott Highway, Sunderland, that I showed. Okay, I'll bear it in mind. Especially as it's like a real map. I'll bear it in mind. I've enjoyed emulating the Ice Road Truckers experience back in 18 Wheels of Steel Heavy Haul, I think. Right, have you lot got anyone that you want to raid? Anyone that you want to support? If not, then I will go ahead and raid somebody who's playing TSW. Nerd's not streaming, unfortunately, Dommy. Oh, wait, so you were replying to what Nerd said. It was 18 Wheels of Steel, no? 18 Wheels of Steel, like Heavy Haul or something like that. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, there's a guy with one viewer, which is probably himself. So let's help him out. He's driving the Flying Scotsman. Let's show him some love. All right, my people. Same map author. Well, it was an official SES map though, so I don't know. I'll take a look at it anyway. Oh, sorry, Dommy. Sorry. Silver Fox Chris. Okay. He is streaming TSC. Alright, my people. From me, it's going to be a goodbye and have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope I've somewhat helped you in deciding whether it's worth whether Ludwigsbahn Something's wrong with the raid. Okay. I can tap to raid now. Okay. I don't know what happened with the raid. It's really weird, but it's yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I hope I've helped you in deciding whether it's worth your money or worth your time. It's not showing up. Let me try it again. I can't even cancel it. Okay, I think I can cancel it. But it says 3 of you are ready to join it, so I don't know why I guess it's showing up for some and not everyone. It says I'm already raiding him. Anyway, that's a shame. I'm not sure why it hasn't worked out. Showing up for you, nerds? Alright. Okay, I think it's showing up for everyone now. And yeah. If you want to enjoy it, go ahead and enjoy it. If you want to wait for a sale, go ahead and wait for a sale. I've done my bit. I'll release my own little review on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. Exclamation mark Discord to join the Discord. And I released just my usual scenario videos as well on YouTube. And yeah, I'm not going to be streaming for a while, not until the 5th of February, when we'll do our oh, the raid's starting. Bye. Is it starting? No. Right. 5th of February we'll do our giveaway. The TSW DLC giveaway. So if you want this DLC, or you want a chance to get this DLC for free, be here 5th of February, enter yourself into the giveaway. All you need to do is just follow the channel. And yeah, the giveaway winner will be announced at the end of the stream live. So yeah. But until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe, health is wealth, and until the next one. Peace out. My raid is gone again. The raid is gone. Where's it gone? Okay, it's done. It's done. The raid is done. I'm talking to myself. Right.